Hi, Video Fitness Coach friends. This is Anita Stone, and I like to cook on Sundays. This is a Sunday afternoon. I've been doing some cooking this afternoon, and I want to show you a couple of things that I made. First of all, I was on Facebook this week, and someone put a note on Facebook that you could make a low-calorie, low-fat, I don't know if I would call it low-calorie, but it's definitely a lot lower-fat pumpkin bread with a regular cake spice cake mix. I got Duncan Hines. That's my favorite cake mix, is Duncan Hines. So it's just the spice and a can of pumpkin. Well, at the time, I didn't ask her on Facebook, is it the smaller can of pumpkin or the bigger one? So when I was at the grocery store, I saw this big can, and I thought, I wonder if that's going to be too much. Now, this is just pumpkin. So when you buy it, it's not the pumpkin pie mix. The pumpkin pie mix will have sugar and spices already in it. This is just plain pumpkin, which is really good for you. When you eat pumpkin, you might as well just be eating some vitamins, because that's what it is. It's really good for you. So I made it today, and when I made it, I thought, okay, I'm going to put the eggs in, because eggs hold things together. But should I put in the water, because the mix calls for water and oil, which I never use oil, I use applesauce. And the consistency of pumpkin is just like applesauce. And so I left out the water and the applesauce, only put in the eggs. It asked for 3 eggs. And so this is what I got, and I have already eaten one. And I made 12 cupcakes. You want to see these? They're really pretty. Now this doesn't rise, okay? Not very much. I mean, it did a little bit, but you don't have to worry about it just coming up over the top of the cupcakes. And then I just took this out. Here, turn that up. So that came out really pretty on top, and it tastes good. I think it tastes a little bit more like pumpkin cake than pumpkin bread. I did put walnuts in it. I always keep here next to my stove a mixture of, this is a mixture of blueberries, cranberries, cherries, and walnuts. And but I just put the walnuts in the carrot cake. I had some walnuts by themselves. So I made that, and that is really good, and it is definitely low fat. I also bought some ground turkey, and when I buy the ground turkey, I usually just go ahead and cook it up. I don't like to freeze it and then get it out and thaw it out. And so I cooked it, and I like to show you guys easy ways to do things. And so one of the things I like to do in my freezer is freeze things in plastic bags rather than putting things in plastic containers. Because for one thing, when you put it in a plastic container and then you take it out, it's got to thaw out at some point. And what a lot of people do is they'll put the plastic container in their microwave to thaw out the food. And I don't know if you've gotten information on this, but these plastic containers really are not good for microwaving. Some of the plastic chemicals that make plastic can get into your food. Whereas if you put it in a baggie like this is my ground turkey, it's already cooked. Then when I take this, first of all, it takes up less space in my freezer. Secondly, I don't have to use up all my plastic containers putting them in the freezer. I've got it to use for something else. And third, when I take this out, I can just go over to hot running water, run water over it, and then push the meat out and just throw the plastic bag away. And so the problem is, when you cook your meat, how do you get it in the plastic bag? So I'll show you how to do that. So what I do is, you have to have a container that fits your plastic bag. I happen to have, this is kind of a Tupperware, I don't know what size this is, but so what I do is I'll go ahead and drain the meat, and then put the plastic bag in the container, and then I just take my spoon, I fill up the plastic bag, and then when it's full, I'll just pop it out just like that and put a twist tie on it, and then that goes in the freezer. So that's an easy way to do things. You're not using up all your freezer space with all of your plastic containers, and also you're not putting plastic in the microwave all the time. So we don't want to do that. Third, I have always want to say when I'm cooking, I always want to reiterate this. If I'm cooking one thing, I might as well be cooking 3 or 4. And so we had gone to the grocery store today, and they had eggs for 49 cents. So guess what? It's Easter this week because my kids do like hard-boiled eggs. And so while I was making the pumpkin bread and while I was cooking the ground turkey, I also boiled about 15 eggs. And so we'll eat these just as plain hard-boiled eggs. My kids will eat them as egg salad. We can put it in tuna. We can put chicken with it and make chicken salad. So there's lots of things that you can do with hard-boiled eggs. And the days are gone when people were telling you not to eat eggs. Now, if you do want to buy the healthier egg, you can. They cost a little bit more at the grocery store, but you get what you pay for as far as eggs go. So if you pay more for the more expensive egg, you are going to get a better egg. It's going to have more omega-3s, and it's going to be a lot better for you. So I made these 3 things today. I hope this helps you. This will maybe kind of help you get some ideas for the next time you go to the grocery store. And everybody have a fit day. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.